How long can we survive with Ghost? Like the like button, smash the smash button, and the toddler wave is going without any problems, easy peasy. And here we go. We have a fantastic Ghost dude waiting for us. He has phase shift, so whenever he lands an attack, there's a chance to equalize HP between the healthiest and weakest dude. And then they also get healed for 100% of the attack damage, so 20 DPS. So if we can get the DPS higher, that means better heals. If we can find ways to increase healing, that's also good. There's a couple of relics that help with that. But here we go. Oh, this is good. Do the max HP for every dude in the same family. I think this overall will be better than just this. That will be really good. But with this relic, we're setting everybody else up for success, especially because we're going to try and insist on people of the, what is it, undead family, I believe. Yeah, undead family. So here we go. Vampire. Just had an amazing run with the vampire. One of my favorite runs ever. Incredibly strong. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to watch it. Very fun to watch. It creates some very good synergies. Also, quite good economy management, dare I say. Everybody gets damage. That just helps our healing. So 22. Let's get this one for free. I'm not going to restock. I think this was good enough. We don't even have money to buy more stuff. So a dude juice is plenty. We're going to try to use it very sparingly. And hopefully we can make it happen. Goats and duck-sized horses. Alright. The duck-sized horses should not be a problem. It's the goats that worry me. Hopefully they're not too bad. As long as nobody here dies, I am okay. And that's exactly what happened. Perfect. Alright. I was worried that we were going to get people who are not of the undead family. But here we go. Undead family. So with each undead family, we keep getting stronger. Because we get 1% max HP. For every dude up to 20. So $75 should not be an issue. I'm optimistic about that. It looks like we're surviving. Yeah, eventually, like, we're starting to even gain health thanks to the very light healing we have. And also because the vampire can steal health from the people he attacks. That's probably also why he was healing. But these ghosts are kind of like healing on their own a little bit. It's kind of nice. We are, unfortunately, a little bit down. And people... Oh, dude, at top of the roster gains damage. This is good, and I'll show you why. There we go. More healing now. Now, instead of healing for 20, we heal for 28. That seems good. That seems really good. And we'll look at the stats right now. How much the ghosts are healing, maybe. It was there at the end of each wave, but I haven't been paying attention or calling your attention towards it. So we'll try to do that now. Here. Healing damage. Phase shift that dealt 9 healing per second. And 544 healing total. That's quite good. And on a per ghost basis, they're not dealing the most damage, but they're healing the most per second. And the most important part is that they heal everybody. These guys only heal themselves, at least for now. Here we go, Necro Dudes, lovely. I like the Necro Dudes because there's some health potion by 50%. You know what? Skeleton Dudes get max HP. Ooh. These are really good. And I wish I could buy them both. But I think I'm going to go with health potions. Make him stronger. And I'm going to keep it at that. Also, I'm not getting the Skeletudes one. Because I think at this point it's just making the Necrodude too much of a strong. I like him. But he's becoming like he's taking the show from the ghost. This is supposed to be the ghost show. So for now, I'm gonna try to prioritize things that help the ghost. But man, the Necro Dudes are so strong. Vampire, when somebody's hit by an enemy, they have a chance to curse the attacker. Versus the price of strange spores. And this also makes people get increased healing by 100%. I'm going to reroll just hoping that we find something Ghost Dude. Yes, this one like this. When we get hit for damage beyond 10% of our max HP, The excess damage gets transferred and split between 3 random other dudes. This seems odd. I don't super love it, but it might help keep my ghost dudes somewhat alive. Maybe we can transfer our damage to zombies or Franken dudes eventually if we can find them. Okay, we're not choosing now. I thought we were going to choose that wave. I believe there's one more person we get to choose. I think so. Maybe not. But alright, went well. Only skeleton dudes dying. That's the important part. Vampire. All dudes get max HP. This is so good for vampires. But we only have 2 if you have to think about it. Max HP. Let's get some max HP for everybody. This is the ghost show. Let's not invest too heavily on the allies, on the supporting cast. They're supporting cast. They're not supposed to take the shine away. The spotlight away. So for now, I'm going to focus on making my ghost betters. Ghost dudes get evasion to their phase shift targets. Okay. And when somebody's defeated, there's a skeleton dude who can show up. Alright. I think that's interesting enough. It's making a skeleton dude stronger. And it's giving another excuse for skeleton dudes to show up. Now, it's not a guarantee. It's kind of like less guaranteed, but it's still possible. This looks like a dangerous wave to me. Just because the goats are tanky, the geese are tanky, but we're surviving it quite well. Sure, necro dudes. Let's see how we handle a cougar. Not bad, all things considered. All right, that was a good wave. And we are forced into choosing a non-undead person. That sucks. Every 3 seconds, the Night Dude taunts. You know what? I'm okay with that. He has a lot of health. He can be my sacrificial person. Like, you know this, what is it? This one that we can split the damage, receive across 3 other enemies. He's that guy now. I hope he gets targeted for that shit. Everybody gets damaged from unconscious dude. You know what? Let's get this one. Vampire dudes get attack and cleave. Vampires are way stronger right now. Heal for 30% damage dealt. It looks like it could have potential, at least for them to be a decent supporting cast. I'm somewhat curious to see. Alright. People. Ooh, wow. This wolf is hitting quite hard. Like, people are losing a ton of health. But doing well. And vampire dudes are doing the most damage per second. Not the most damage dealt, though. Because, again, we only have 2 vampire dudes and we have 10 of the other guys. Everybody gets attack speed for every active skeleton dude. Or when you cast phase shift, there's a temporary health for both target dudes. This seems very strong. I gotta get some dude juice. Alright, let's hope for the best. I'm gonna keep my finger close to the healing potion. The healing potion should be quite good now. Look at that. We can see the people affected by phase shift and how they're getting help. That's kind of awesome. The extra health that they received, that's nice. Alright, we did okay. We did quite okay. Only one actual soldier dying is incredible. Ghost dude phase shift every 3 seconds. Every time you cast phase shift, gains a 5% stacking damage for 5 seconds. So if we have a lot of ghosts, I think this can create a lot of stacking stuff. This is also incredible, especially given the kind of direction we're able to take with all these skeletons. But for now, let's just focus on this one. Let's just focus on the ghost dudes doing a better phase shift. So more phase shift, more benefits. That all seems good. More healing, yes. Those are the things I'm looking for. Eventually, I would like to also have a ton of skeleton dudes. Yes, there's no doubt about it. Lots of damage being dealt. I should try save more money though, because I want to have as much money as possible for the business venture. But it is a difficult balancing act because you want to buy relics to get strong. You don't want to show up to the business dude without any money to invest because it's going to double your money. But again, if you save all your money and don't buy relics, you're gonna die before you get any fruits on the investment. So it's a little bit difficult. It's not a guarantee, but we're gonna try our best. Somebody gets damaged, they can cleave, or somebody lands. You know what? This is a perfect situation to just buy one of these and go. We're just gonna buy one and go. Ducks went down quick. The leopard is alright, also going down decently fast. Good, good. Love to see that. Alright. You won. Everybody gets damage, and Skeledudes gain toughness and taunt enemies. This is fantastic relic. Because we're always going to have Skeledudes into the Necrodude. And they're going to get the brunt of the hits. That's fantastic. This is a chance to get a Skeledude, and the vampire gets cleave. Self-healing is duplicated and makes other people basically 40% as healed. I mean, those are some fantastic relics that we're giving up a decent one and okay one. This is just not that important at this stage of the game. We're still in round 26. We're not facing off against hundreds of enemies on a regular basis. It's more rare, I would say. This one is just nice to have. 10% though is not, well, it should not be a make or break kind of thing. So I'm going to wait for the relics that we're going to receive, and I think that's an amazing investment. And of course, we're always going to take that, even if it's relics we don't super care about, because each relic costs what, $700. That is about $1,200 to $1,500 we don't have to spend at the end of the game, basically. So of course I'm going to take that deal. I don't love it, but our health is fine, so I should not panic. I should not get trigger happy with the meteor. I think we're fine. Sure, vampire. They deal more damage. I kind of like it. And here, we only train into the one dude that we care about, Ghost Dude. If the Ghost Dude wasn't an option, we were not going to do it. I'm kind of like keeping an eye on the health of our guys, make sure they're fine. And luckily for us, it's not being an issue. We're able to handle this very okay. And here, the whole logic is that we have 4 of somebody, we have 3 of the other one, we try balance it. That's the whole style. The idea is to not favor anybody in particular. Skeledudes get damage and run speed. Ooh. Do I want to sacrifice this $500 to make the skeletons better? Which one's this? This is Zombie Dudes. It's fine. That's just too good. I'm going to buy it. Okay? Good skeletons is going to be like the best decoy we can ask for. And make sure everybody else stays healthy. Make sure we don't need Dude Juice. I think that investment, it was pricey. It was like a lot of money. But I think it was important. Zombie Dude gets toughness, max HP, and can receive more healing. That's okay. Vampire Dude marks the target, and everybody who attacks that target can heal. That seems good because everybody can benefit from it. Everybody can heal based on attacking. That's even an interesting way to heal. So, absolutely 100% in favor of it. Vampire. Maybe I should favor Necrodudes instead of vampires. I know vampires are our biggest DPS, but Necrodudes spawn our skeletons, which are pretty essential to the strategy at this point. They play a role. Like, vampires deal damage, but look at this. The Skeledudes are the only ones who are dying, which is a pretty good privilege to have. Let's go against goats. Alright, everything's going well against the ghosts. Let's see how much we can invest. If we can, what are we, round 33? How much should we make? About almost 200 per wave, I guess. 200 per wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can make 3,000 and invest 3,000. We should be able to get to 3,000. I just have to be very cautious on how we spend our money in the shop, but if we don't spend it, that's good. Necrodude, now we got a chance. When somebody gets knocked out, everybody gets crit chance. You know what? Perfect. perfect excuse to skip on the shop and save the money. Those relics did not seem too amazing. They didn't seem like make or break, so we can just hold off, save the money, because I believe the money's gonna get maybe, well, it's gonna be like octupled or maybe even more, 16 tupled between now and the end of the game. Maybe only octupled. So it's gonna be doubled 3 times. I think it's only 3 times. So if we can spare $500 extra, that's about what, 4K? 4K at the end of the wave. So yeah. Let's get a zombie. Why not? Let's go against goats. I am very pleased with the way that nobody's been dying. I cannot state how much of a privilege this is. Usually, you're just fighting every inch to survive. And here, we're just like, okay, I guess I'm not going to need to spend money on that. Anything. Alright, so perfect that we get to invest 3K. I think that's a healthy amount of investment. Even the horse is not giving us any issues. That's fantastic. Good stuff. I like that. Zombies. Let's invest it all. 3K. Oh, and we received the I didn't even realize that we received the stuff back, which is why we've been having so many skeleton dudes die, because they've been taunting everybody. They die and the Neko dudes have to respawn them. That's exactly how we want it. That's 100% how we want it. Also, skeletons kind of strong because we have 40% extra damage, and I believe there might be something else over here that helps them. Don't see it though. This one. Alright, we don't have money, but this is kind of cool. This is a good relic eventually. I guess we don't need to re-roll. We can just go into the boss fight. Keep my finger close to healing if that becomes an issue. But it doesn't look like it's being an issue. I think we're fine. Yeah, we might get away without even one person dead. As usual, skeletons do not count. So this is great. This is fantastic. My God. We didn't lose a single person. Healing done, 7.6 thousand, 3,000 for yourself. Actually, I believe Blood Bag heals other people too. So that's amazing. Yeah, this is really good. This guy. Alright, when Strange Spores thought about when somebody gets knocked out, there's a chance for a skeleton to emerge. You know what? I'm gonna re-roll just because those are not that strong. Reduce the chance the price of pocket dice by 50%. There's a chance to not consume them. I kind of like it because pocket dice might be the one item that I plan to use the most. Really, I like to re-roll when there's like a shop or when the shop gets too pricey. I like to use it. I like to use it when we get that option of relics. So it might just be worth it. And let's go against some geese. Not bad. Yeah, perfectly handled. The fact that we can go for the pricey waves is just making us so much richer. Look at this. 70 extra dollars. Well, 69 extra dollars per wave. That's a huge amount. That's 50 extra % money, basically. And we get to have that money. We get to have a healthy economy. We get to invest more. It's going to come back to us in the end with the investments. Like, it's just perfect. One thing I'm realizing is that when we had the knight dude show up, maybe we had a chance to re-roll him. Re-roll the 3 selections. I know for a fact that you can re-roll the first 3 people that show up. I don't remember if we can re-roll that much. When somebody gets knocked out, everybody gets 3% damage. This is perfect because the skeletons have been dying a bunch. Meteor price is, you know, okay. I'm going to buy 1 and dismiss. Not super invested in spending a lot of money, but look at this. Already 3 Skeletons died, and we get this. Like, only Skeletons are dying, but they're making everybody else stronger. Potentially up to 30% stronger in attack. And with the Ghost in particular, it means, oh, this is a big nerf to the Vampire, but nice boost to the Ghost. And this one, you know what? We just bought it, and it makes our Ghost evasion just that much better. So, let's do it. Let's do it. It's not taking the Skeledude taunting, so you know what? Not my problem. I'm completely fine with it. But yeah, this is going to be perfect later on. With all these skeletons that are going to show up, die, be reborn. That's just going to give us like an easy 30% damage upgrade to everybody. That means the Ghost can heal for 30% extra better. The Vampire heals more because it's based on its own damage. Like, it's just great synergies all around. You, sure. Alright. We're almost at wave 50, about halfway through. We are quite fast, but you know what? The game does get a little bit tougher towards the end. It's easier to get to the high waves at this stage, but you gotta keep your foot on the pedal. And it does get harder as you go. But luckily for... Wow, 25 skeletons were needed in this entire altercation. Like, that's crazy. Alright, no ghosts, so no training. That's how we do it. Yeah, all 7 skeletons immediately dead. That's insane, but they all got spawned back quickly and they're all dying right away again. So eventually getting that Necrodudicon, now that I remember the actual name of the relic, it's a Necrodudicon that's going to make it easier for them to... you know what? I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to buy this one, but that's it. Ooh, okay. It's working. It's working fine. We're doing okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh, Vampire. Sure. The first restock is free. Skeletons have max HP. Necrodudes get 30% max HP. I think that's just perfect. I think that's perfect. I believe... I don't remember exactly how much health Skeletons have. I believe it's... maybe 70 health. I might be wrong. So this is making them 50% max HP. So Skeletons are reaching about 100 HP. A little bit over 100 HP. They might also have this one, so maybe it's more. I'm not sure how the math works, but Skeleton 6,000. Okay, healthy. If we can invest, I don't think we can get to 10k. We have what? 10. We have what? 8 waves at 220 per wave. Yeah, we're not getting to 10k. You know, we can technically reach 10k. I would like to buy something in the shop. If we invest 7,500, I'll be happy, okay? You know, if we invest 8,000, I'll be happy. Let's do our best to invest only 7,500. 7,500 is my bottom line on how much I want to... the minimum we are willing to invest, so we're gonna try and make sure we don't overspend at the shop. Right now we can spend about 1,000 at the shop, and that's okay. That's not a bad haul. We're starting to lose people. Damn it. Damn. Vampires need to come back, I guess. I don't know. Goose. This should be very okay. You know what? We're getting a lot of, like, you know, we're kind of like struggling a little bit against these people. We're taking quite a bit of damage. Necrodudicon. This is really good against big enemies that deal tons of damage. So I'm gonna buy this, and that's it. That's it. We had a good shop. We invested. We're taking that money and making a good shop out of it. But that's it. We're gonna go all the way to the next merchant and try to invest everything we get. So 8,000 plus. We should almost reach 8,000 with this wave alone. And these are like nice ones. This basically is very good against enemies that hit hard, like a gorilla, which are about to show up soon. And this one makes it easier or more frequent to spawn Skeledudes, which have been the entire strategy here. 33 killed. They are the sacrifice. And we get the relics back. Now the Ghost Dude is better. The Night Dude is better. I don't care about the Night Dude that much, but the Ghost Dude being better is very near and dear to my heart. Truly the MVP of the Undead class is the Skeleton. It has been buffed in a very good way, where you don't need a lot of Necro Dudes to make Skeletons very important, very reliable. But here we go. 3 gorillas, 4 leopards. This is going to be a very interesting test. The leopards are all done very quickly, and the gorillas died way quicker than I could have imagined. I did not expect that kind of success. Right, straight up, I did not see it coming. So that's impressive to me, just as face value. Like I'm shocked. Let's get this. Let's 8,600. That's a very good investment. That's a healthy investment. I'm glad we were able to invest that much. We overshot our target by about $1,000. That's awesome. Keep that compound interest going, I guess. I don't know. The knights are getting big. Damn, these boys are getting big. All right. Vampire dude, when somebody gets knocked out, unfortunately we cannot buy it. I'm gonna buy just one. For funsies, just in case we need it. You never know what a boss rift's gonna do to you. And in fact, I might even use a little bit of healing. Let's give everybody that little boost, little morale boost. You know, everybody could have used it. And now we're starting to like beat the curve. They're starting to die. We're starting to out heal the damage they deal. We're fine. But right at that beginning, maybe without that healing, we would have lost a few units. So this was good. This was healthy. Alright, when somebody gets knocked out, everybody gets 20% crit chance. Everybody gets crit chance at all times. Or we get attack speed for every active Skeledude on the field. That's about 10 active Skeledudes to about 15%. Well, almost actually, yeah, almost 15% attack speed. Almost 15% attack speed for everybody. Not the best, not the worst. You know, we're doing okay. I think it's just a good, healthy bonus to damage. Yeah, that was good stuff. That was real good stuff. In fact, it even boosted the Skeledude's presence, boosted us to 32 DPS. I'll show you because now it's 28. This modifier and other modifiers show up when you choose an enemy, when you choose a dude at the end of those waves. So sometimes you get to see the real effect. Like there's some people get stronger, like higher health based on overhealing and those kind of things. I believe we saw, I forget who we saw. Maybe it was Franken dudes at some point that were having like 1,000 health or something, like it, or maybe it was knights. I'm not sure, but it was something. You can see like how insane the stats get when these things get triggered, like this 30% extra damage. Oh, maybe that's what it was, the 30% extra damage, and not the Frenzy Stone. Good to see that. Still round 60 plus, and we are still cruising, still hitting that highest toughest wave time and time again. Not really worrying, no losses. That's good. The thing that worries me is that when we will lose, because of the ghost effects where it tries to equalize everyone's health, we might end up losing a ton of people at once, and that's gonna suck. When somebody gets knocked out, there's a chance to get a Skeledude. Skeledudes burn for 10% max HP. Okay, that seems good. This seems good. 2 Skeledude purchases. I think that's kind of nice. It adds something interesting here. Not bad at all. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. The Skeledudes are kind of dealing extra damage. Good for them. Damage dealt 4. 27. So on a per individual basis, Skeledudes are packing the hardest punches. Alright, so this one is going to make the Knights better. This is going to make the Knights better. This is a bit unfortunate because this was one of my favorite relics this whole game. Now we don't have the taunts from the Skeledudes. And I think we're going to start seeing some of our guys possibly die a lot more now. Not a guarantee, but I think it's likely. So far, we're not seeing that much of a change in behavior. The Skeledudes still seem to be the ones dying, and nobody else is taking a hit, but you never know. Sure. Rams. Let's go against the Los Angeles Rams. Do they even have Rams in Los Angeles? Like, where were the Rams originally from? That they brought them to Los Angeles, and now they have a random ass animal that probably doesn't identify with their state in any way, with their city in any way. Maybe I'm just ignorant and there's a healthy ram population around Beverly Hills. I wouldn't know. Alright, looking at the horses, damn, you see, this is everybody's kind of low in health, so everybody's kind of like on the verge of dying. It's a little bit shaky, I guess. Alright, ghost dudes, yes, let's train everybody in ghost dudes. Do we not have money? We don't have regular dudes, that's fine, that's a good one. Not having money was the bigger price. Ooh, 1,000 rats. That's a good one. Not bad at all. Alright, we got it. Let's get this. Everybody gets cleave. Or when somebody gets... No, let's just give everybody 40% cleave. That sounds like very fun. And we're about to get our money back here. 17k. We may just like not need to round it up to like 18,000. Like we might just like be able to coast on like, all right, make sure you invest about 17,000 and you'll be good. Also, interesting thing, yeah, we're starting to see people die, and I'm convinced that things are gonna go back to normal once we get the bony hand back. All right, when somebody drops below 50% HP, there's a 25% chance to heal up to max HP, or you get 2% attack speed for every undead. Up to 10% though, that's not much. That's only a 10% attack speed increase. We literally have more with this one. Alright, not bad. We handled the wave okay. Decent stuff. 17k, let's go. Unicorn and Canadian geese. The Canadian geese might be tough. Alright, luckily they were not, but they could have been tough. And that would have been a concerning moment for all of us. Luckily, I'm looking here at the death section, and it was only Skeledudes dying. In fact, 17 KOs. You know, painful for them, but definitely a price we're willing to pay. Silverback Gorillas. Let's see how this one goes. Already 2 vampires dead, 4 vampires dead. I don't like that. Don't like it. I'm gonna use this. Lightning, hopefully it was gonna kill somebody. Alright, let's also heal everyone just a little bit. All the gorillas are dead, which to me was the biggest fear. I fear the gorillas much more than these duck-sized horses. The other way around, horse-sized ducks. There we go, 4 more ghosts. Nice stuff. Let's get the panda. Panda are going to be tough. They deal about 80 damage per hit, so they can basically one-shot most of our people. Well, two-shot most of our people. So far, it's going okay. Not too bad. It looks okay. I think we kind of got this one. We do. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, right? Vampire dude gets damage. Meteors cost less. Restock. Consumables may not be used. Health potion. Dude juice. Okay, perfect. That's all we're really looking for. We're gonna try and reinvest whatever we make between now and the end, which should be around maybe 18k, maybe 18,000. I think so. That might be right about how much we invest. We get to invest, so not a bad investment at all. And we get to make that investment because we've really saved a ton when we were preparing for. Okay, so let's see. Skeleton, the bony backhand is back. So let's see if people keep dying or no. But yeah, just because we invested the money early on, we invested 3,000. We got 6,000. It was easy to get 8,000, and then it was easy to receive 17,000. So we basically been spending this wave a ton, but we still have like that 17k equilibrium keeping us afloat. Look at that. Already nobody died. I'll keep that in mind. Is anybody gonna die in this wave? This is a tough one. Is it gonna be just skeleton dudes dying, or everybody's gonna die? So far, only skeleton dudes are dying. I think we were dying literally because of this bony backhand absence. The game took one of the most valuable assets away from us. Alright, here we go. Yeah, nobody's even close to dying at this point. Since we got the taunting on part from the skeleton back. That's crazy how good this relic was for us. It's a game changer relic. Zombie. Let's invest 18k. There we go. 36k are gonna come back for us real soon. It's gonna be sooner than you think. And 500 goats are dead like nothing ever happened. Fantastic. Maybe we shouldn't say it like that. But oh, this is a fantastic item. Well, nobody's really dying, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. When somebody takes damage, yeah, these are all fantastic items. So like, ooh, this is gonna be a difficult one. Because for every lioness that dies, the lions get stronger by a fair bit. And that could be problematic. In fact, I am a little bit concerned right here. Let's heal. Let's heal. Okay, people got hit. I might hit here. I'm doing this because now people heal a little bit better. It gives it like the 100% extra healing. Okay, all the lions are dead. I think we're going to be fine now. I think we're finally going to be fine because the lions are dead. The lions worried me so much. I think we almost lost. Was it a vampire run that we almost lost because of this lion wave? So, yeah. Absolutely important. Reduce the price of strange spores. Whenever somebody lands a critical hit, they get health. You know what? I'm going to reroll. Dude at the end of the roster gets max HP. Vampire and zombie. You know what? Let's get max HP. Who wants max HP? I don't know. Knight dude. Let's see what he can do. 471. That sounds ridiculous. And obviously I'm gonna heal at least once. Because it was a boss wave. So you know what? Fair enough. Fair play. We did have a hard time with a boss wave. That's totally fine. So not bad, not bad. Losing some people. Maybe I should put these guys there. Just so they don't die and they can keep spawning skeletons. Maybe. I don't like having to use it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel healthy to have to use that. We're doing okay. All right, this is going okay. Ghost dude, of course. Pocket dice, love that. Let's go against Rams. They are basically killing the Skeledudes as fast as they get spawned. Like, there is no time for them to survive, but at the same time, they're not hurting my normal guys. So slowly but surely, their numbers dwindle down. That's perfect. That's just perfect. And we've reached 40 ghosts. Let's go. This is going to be a tough wave just because I believe they're all tanky. Maybe the Panther's not that tanky. Well, maybe it is. Put in relative health with the horse and the horse-sized duck. The Panther seems actually quite tanky. Maybe I'm just missing the bigger picture. But it looks, I don't know. The fact that it didn't die that quickly is surprising. Everybody gets crit chance? Sure. 873. Oh, we don't have money for the new stuff, so might as well. Yeah. Did we even see all of the ghost relics? I don't believe so. I have to imagine there's missing. I don't think we bought that many ghost specific relics. So I hope to get to buy them all as soon as the money comes back, which should be soon. When do we get our money back? Here, round 92. All right, fair enough. All right, so this seems fine. 20% max HP, maybe a little bit pricey, but okay. And you want to make the zombie dudes better. And this is gonna help taunting. Yeah, the skeletons who taunt are gonna get healing as they taunt. That seems very good. And ghost dudes get phase shift. Yeah, that's you know, it's one of the better forms of healing we have, but we're gonna give it. We're gonna give it up. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on? No, 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 no. What is going on? How do we salvage this? Meteor, maybe? Maybe a meteor? Oh man, this is gonna be tough to salvage. I don't think we're gonna get to kill all those guys. They are so many. Maybe another meteor. Okay, there we go. So 41, 30. We killed 30-ish, 10-ish. All right. Do we spam click this one or healing? I think we spam click 5 people. Let's go. Give us 5 people. Okay, perfect. 5 people showed up. Good, 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 good. 17, 16. Man, that took me by surprise. I'm going slow-mo because we are not messing this up at the finish line. We are so close to getting it back. Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay. That was crazy. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. That was insane. That was insane. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go against the goats just because I think it's the actually easiest wave instead of the gorillas and bears. But oh my lord. Is the ectoplasm vial that important? Is it that important to our survival? And I just didn't know it. Clearly it cannot be this 20%. Well, it is 20% health, but it's really not. It's gotta be this one. No, we still healed for 18k. Like, I don't know, man. That is insane. Alright, let's take the easiest wave. Let's take the easiest wave. We cannot risk losing it. We have about 30,000 worth of investment hitting our bank account soon. With 30k, we will buy literally every relic available. Eventually. So we cannot just like fumble this so close to a success. Yes, of course, we're sending all the ghost dudes. I will bleed a little bit of my Dude Juice potions if it means that we get to keep on pushing. Alright, this wave seems to be going okay. It doesn't seem to be a problem. Man, that was... Okay, let's hope we can keep this momentum of like just surviving, keeping everybody alive. I believe we need to hold it on for about 2-3 more waves. I think so. Yeah, 2 more waves. When somebody gets knocked out, there's a chance to instantly recover. Yes. Dude Juice, yes. Reroll. More Dude Juice. Reroll again. Dude Juice. Bottle Lightning, yes, of course. I don't want to deal with Honey Badgers. These assholes. Yes, because they have a chance to ignore taunts. That's why they were destroying us and not the other guys. Okay, okay. So I did a mistake by choosing the Honey Badgers because so much of our strategy relies on them taunting, and they have such a high chance to not care about a taunt. Night Dude gets toughness. Zombie. Price of Meteors. Okay, sure. You know what? No. Let's reroll. Everybody gets a chance to block. Vampire Dudes get over heal, life steal, and temporary health. Zombie Dudes get toughness. Let's get the chance to block. Just because. 5%. Okay. 300, 200, 100, and they're down. Perfect. Perfect. Come on. Give me that money. And this guy gave me my 36k. That's exactly what I want to see. We're going to have to wait 3 more waves to get to the Emergent. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Oh, damn it. Against Honey Badgers again. These assholes. Luckily, there were only 30 of them this time, so not the worst. We were able to handle them somewhat okay. Yeah, this one okay. Only 2 deaths is not a problem. Let's go against Rams. Man, they stroked the fear of God in me. Like, that was terrifying. Let's see if I can feel comfortable going at 1.5x speed. I am. Yeah, I'm feeling comfortable. I'm feeling comfortable. So it was the Honey Badgers that ignored taunts that really put us at risk. Again, showing how important this toughness and taunt relic is to our whole strategy. It's insane. You will pounce and you will get run speed. You know what? Go for it. I mean, we are losing Skeledudes real fast. We're losing them insanely fast. There is no doubt about that. But it's okay because we're also killing them at an okay pace. Alright, this should be a shockwave, and this is where we go nuts. We have 2 rows of this. I'm not gonna be satisfied unless we have at least into the 4th row. Ancient Relic. This actually makes it. This increases the chance of a taunt from a Skeledude to create a Skeledude. That's real nice. I don't know why I bought this one. I hate that. Ghost Dude can cast Phase Shift and heal himself for 20% max HP. That was important to have. I don't know why we didn't have it. Ghost Dude has the chance to cause an ectoplasm explosion around the Phase Shift targets. 300% of the attack damage split across the enemies. That's a lot of damage. Tattered Shoes. Dudes get round speed. Everybody gets toughness. Let's use this one. Vampire takes fatal damage. They survive basically. Reduce the price of Strange Spores. And now Strange Spores to get better healing. I thought we had it already. So I was just gaslighting myself into thinking it was working. Knights have max HP. Sewing Kit, sure. Not a Dude Juice. Reduce the price of Bottled Lightning. Vampire Dudes convert any overhealing to temporary health. This and this, sure. Vampire takes damage while below 50% HP. They steal HP from a random dude. When somebody goes below 30% health. They get life steal. Okay, so we're getting a lot of good stuff. Zombie dudes, dude juice, living well, one of the best items. When somebody gets knocked out, everybody gets 20% crit chance. Pocket dice. Let's use it. Second person get a crit chance. Let's give it to the vampire. Yo. Crit chance is doubling, right? Is there a way to check? I believe crit chance means double, so they get to heal for twice as much. Free stock. Alright. I believe I'm gonna save the rest. Yeah, save 12k. And let's go against the goats. I think we can look at this. We have now, we were barely on the, did we have like this much? I forget where we started buying, but we have added a whole ass row of relics to us. Now we have 2 more. Fantastic. We're almost at 5 rows, which means I believe on the about this much of the 5th row is when you run out of relics to purchase, which is a quality problem to have. It's a very good problem to have, actually. I like having that problem all the time. Honey badgers, let's go. Not bad. Not bad at all. The honey badgers who messed us up, now we had enough relics to make everybody just that much stronger. Like, look at this, 600 health. 600 health, that's ridiculous. Tigers and silverback gorillas. This, we're doing it not because I like it, but because I want to see how we're going to fare against the diamondback gorillas at round 100. And based on what I'm seeing, that's promising. That is very promising. Feral hogs should not be an issue. We should be able to demolish these boys. And yep, they're quite demolished. Alright, good enough. Ghost. Oh, everybody basically gets the effect that the vampire has, just a little bit weaker. Somebody gets knocked out, they create a toxic burst of gas. Bye. When a necro dude takes fatal damage, you sacrifice a skeleton dude. Pocket dice, dude juice, reroll, loyalty card. Everybody gets increased healing from all sources. Zombie dude, chest plate. These are all really good items. Price of burns for skeleton dudes show up. Let's buy this. Let's buy. Zombies explode now and deal damage when they explode. And look at that. We bought every single relic. We bought every relic in the game. That's fantastic. I think I'm just satisfied. I'm going to go for it. I don't care to reroll and get some shit. Like, we're fine. Do I want to use spores and then heal just to mess with these boys? I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to. I think we're perfectly fine here to just wait it out. They don't have healing like we do. Look at them. Look at them. Not a single person's dying. Because all the people dying are skeletons. So they're not persons. Everybody else, fucking insane. This is insane. We are doing it. We did it. We won. Let's fucking go. We bought every relic. I'm just gonna... Oh no. Oh no. Game, do not crash on me. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I might need to cut this and bring you back whenever the game responds. Okay, we're back. The game crashed a little bit. We're starting back with round 101. Basically nothing else. We are essentially stopping right before I click that 1.5 button. Maybe we're not going to click it this time. We're not going to speed through. Maybe a little bit too intense for the game to process all whatever calculations it needs to run with all these relics. How many relics are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75 relics? I'm a little bit surprised it's not an even number, but I'll believe it. I mean, that's a lot of relics. No, let's not click. Okay, we can click it. We can click it. There's only... Let's not click it. Let's not make the game crash on me. I'm just going to accept it. That you're going to ghost. Like, you know what? No. We handled it fine in the past. Let's see if we can do it. If it crashes again, then I'll stop doing it, okay? But for now, we're not even losing people. The only people that we lost last wave were because the zombie dudes exploded. Because of their... Look, I will find even the exact relic that does it. This one. Explosive innards. Alright, feral hogs and honey badgers, which could be bad for us because they ignore taunting. But so far, so good. Only people who died who are not skeletons are the zombies because they just, you know, they do their thing. They explode. That's a new thing. That's who I am now. Oh, lions could be a little bit worrying because they could become very strong. They could become strong, but right now only lions, well, mainly lions are dying, especially faster than the lionesses. But look how big they're becoming. Look how big they got. They were huge. They were massive. Damage dealt 190k. Damn, we're punching hard at this point. We're really hitting hard. You give me some dude juice and restock, sure. Let's just buy it all. Does it matter? No. It does not matter. Once we stop, we're gonna be hit for good. Saber-tooth tigers, that's a strong one. And about 700 rams. Luckily the rams are already down to 400, about half force. Now they're below half force. But, ooh, first saber-tooth tigers started to go. And looks like they're gonna call it a day in our favor. Let's go. Toddler gorilla and other gorilla. The toddler did take 2 hits to die. I will take a note of that one. That was impressive. I did not expect it. Toddlers on the first wave tend to take a little bit more. So look at this. 68, 70 plus times we have been revived from being knocked out. That's pretty impressive. And by we mean Skeledudes specifically have been revived and kept alive. That's incredible. Grizzly bears, bees, and big bees. Usually the big bees are quite a threat in my runs. Don't know why they haven't been really present as a threat in this one. Maybe I was just not paying attention, but I do tend to pay attention to them. Maybe it was just so secure and the Skeledudes being hit that I didn't even notice them. That's entirely possible, but I don't think so. I think we just got a lot of waves that did not involve boss people. That is my guess right now, like this little retroactive look of like guessing what the fuck happened. Why did I not think about the big bees that terrify me so much? Alright, 500 goats gone like that, just like that. Almost 400 hogs, done just as quickly. And 60 horses, they're taking their sweet time. They're actually running around quite a bit, and that's making it hard to find them. Ooh, I just noticed, we lost a Necro dude at some point. Quite the shame. 5 skeleton zombies Zombie bears. If you're not familiar, they're one of the most prominent species. You know what? Since we're in the territory of zombie bears, it would be kind of fire to have like dinosaurs. And I don't want it to be just like, I don't know, it seems a little bit hard to just say, oh, add this animal, because there's already a lot of animals. So if you add an animal, you're sacrificing others that cannot be in that spot anymore. But also, like, dinosaurs would be kind of fire. I'm gonna use one just for funsies. Like, dinosaurs would be an interesting one. Like a mammoth. What about saber-tooth? I believe there are saber-tooth tigers. Now that I think about it. So, like, are we that far from a T-Rex? A raptor? Maybe it can be, like, its own DLC? I guess. I mean, the main game hasn't even come out yet, and they're putting insane stuff. Like, the goat. Again. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Oh my god, I'm gonna slow down time a little bit because this guy is hitting my boys a little bit. And I don't like that. I don't appreciate you damaging my people. So you better take some damage. Okay, you're dead. Okay. That was a threat. That was a threat to us. The goat did almost take me out. But we survived, and that's what matters. Yeah, look at that. We have saber-tooth tigers. Like, come on. How far are we from mammoths? What about elephants? Yeah, elephants are a real animal. So that could be cool. And they're actually quite strong animal, too. It would very fairly be one of the tank animals. Oh, rhinos? Hippos? Hippos are murderers. Hippos are like the most insane animal in the whole damn world. Well, in the whole like savannah, they're like the most dangerous animal. That would be cool. Oh, bulls. Like, you know, they're like they have them in like the, what is it called, that thing in Spain, where they fight bulls. Well, we're not gonna do it. Well, maybe we're gonna do it with lances, but we're also gonna do it with skeletons. But we're gonna fight the bulls that way, I guess. But like bulls could be cool. Longhorns, maybe, so you can have like variants of the same kind of animal, kind of like you have goats and rams, or horses, unicorns, and stallions. You could have bulls, water buffaloes, longhorns, something like that. But I you know, for a game that's right now just in the demo phase and it gets insane updates like this, I should not be speaking. I should shut the fuck up. Like, we are spoiled. I don't know how much the game is going to cost when it comes out, but I will most definitely buy it because I'm playing so much of the demo alone. Like, I would have to look how many hours I put into this. I don't think it tells me. Maybe it does. I wonder if Steam tells me. Steam, do you tell me how many hours I have in this game? I'm slowly going on Steam. 7 hours. No, wait. 15 hours. I have 15 hours in a free demo. That's the quality that we are dealing with. Like, that's insane. Just for the free demo, like that, is more hours than many, like, story-based games. I don't know. A lot of games don't get 15 hours of playtime. And this is just a free demo that the devs are like, yeah, we have it. You can try it. I hope you like it. We're going to make changes to it. In fact, the Ghost Dudes used to be ass, I believe. Their whole thing was that they would do phase shift and it would, like, you could not hit them. And it was kind of not strong because, you know, if it doesn't hit the ghost, it's going to hit somebody else. And you're not really negating any damage. It didn't have any good healing, I believe. Now it's one of the best waves. It's one of the best enemies. They can really pack a punch. They can hold their own against the big dudes. Like, they are... I want to say the Undead Squad is one of the most well-done squads. The Vampires, A tier. Even S tier. S tier, the Vampires. Zombies, fantastic A tier. They are simple. They have a very fun idea where, you know, they can explode. They have a lot of health. You can buff them in health. Fantastic. Um, Franken dudes. They rely on having a lot of people dead, but once you have a lot of people dead that are not Franken dudes, they are insane. They deal so much damage. They have so much health. Necromancers. The synergies they get with skeletons are unbelievable. And now the ghosts. The ghosts are genuinely insane. They are a fantastic. They are the healer of this class, but I mean, the vampire dude is a healer of his own class, so it's just so good. It's so good to have these amazing options at the undead level. Now, one person that I hate with all my heart, one dude, and by dude I mean character in the game, that I hate with all my heart is the general. The general, I believe, if I remember correctly, forces whoever's below them in the family tree. So like if it was a vampire, it would force like the zombies to taunt people, and if it's like if it were in this position, it would force the one below it. Basically, just force the person below them to taunt, and maybe it gives them some bonuses, but it's really not that worthwhile. Like it's not something I respect. I'm gonna put it out there. I believe I tried doing like a video with the generals. I tried doing a couple of runs. They all died within the first 20 waves. Maybe again with the same style that we always do, where we pick all of one guy and we try to keep it balanced for everybody else. The general was so hard to build around. Then I even tried a system where I was building against two people. I think I chose like general plus knight or general plus samurai, something like that, and I was trying to build those two characters out and leave everybody else behind. Still terrible. It was so hard to work around it. I think it's because generally they're just that weak. They don't offer much of a benefit. The ghost offers healing. He offers something. Everybody is able to make everybody else stronger. The generals are not. They just don't. We have 7k. I guess I'll just buy this shit. I'm just gonna spend all of our money because the game ends on wave 21. And some bottle lightning doesn't hurt. We only have 8 only. I don't want to burn a phone. On principle, we're not gonna buy it. Alright, this is good enough. Polar bears. This could stop us. This could stop us. I believe it has stopped the vampire run. It doesn't look like it's stopping us right now. We did just use an interesting combo where the spores now, let me find the relic here. Now the spores increase the healing from all sources after we use it, while they are under the effect of the spores, which lasts 3 seconds. So I guess the healing from the health potion did not come in. Still 28 polar bears. Let's try to use this. You know, let's get some numbers down. Yeah, maybe I should use a little bit more lightning. You know, the ghosts are doing okay. Everybody else not so much. Okay, the ghosts are no longer doing okay. Oh man, are we really gonna be pushed to the end? Oh my god, this is unfortunate. Once again, the polar bears must have received some sort of buff because they are truly stopping us. Oh well. It was a fantastic run. I am very happy we made it this far. One of the best runs we ever had. Look at this. Gold stars all around. Oh, everything was a Ray Gold Star, I guess. So now the Knight also received everything Gold Star relics. But thanks so much for watching. Look at this. Yeah, everything's Gold Star. The Warrior class needs some help. The Spartans are weak. These guys are weak. How are you, Blue? How are you, Blue? You just want a Gold Star wave. Not sure. How you read? Oh, okay. But the mage class, pretty fun. The warrior class is so weak. I hope I can like play a little bit more with them and see how strong they can get. Maybe I just, I haven't even seen a lot of their relics to begin with, so we'll try. But for now, look at these classes coming into the full game. I love that. For now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.